And we back again. We back again. Episode 89, 100 Simple Life Truth. Smile to feel it or conceal it. Smile to feel it or conceal it. Um, I'm gonna assume that that's talking about faking your smile to feel it. Like fake it till you make it, or fake it, or like smiling to conceal the real pain. I don't know what he's talking about, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna learn something today. And today is October 13th is 5:07 a.m. 5:07 a.m. So if you watch episode 88, then you know this one came right after it. And if you can see it on uploads too, it came right after it. And I'm just gonna record it, knock them out. Um trying to think. I'm trying to think. Oh, in the last episode I had to look up the word fallible, and I am fallible. I am capable of making mistakes. Everyone is fallible, no one's perfect. And that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life, is that you are capable of making mistakes, but you still go forward in opportunity of growth. You know what I mean? Because the chance of growing, the opportunity of learning and living is worth the opportunity to fail too. So what I mean is basically, no matter, even if you do fail, it was still worth it. It was 100% still worth it. Um. So yeah, we hit episode 89. Episode 89. You know, I didn't even think I was going to do 11 episodes. Like in the beginning, I didn't believe in it, right? I just started it and said whatever, I'll chalk it up, throw it. But now I only have 11 episodes left after this one, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I want to start off with the quote because I think I know it word for word now, and it is the the pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses our understanding. It is the It is. Damn, I don't know. The pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses our understanding. It is what our physician is trying to do to heal our sick self. So therefore, drink his remedy in silence and tranquility. Let me get the actual word for word thing because that was butchered. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. It is the bitter potion by which the physician within us heals our sick self. Therefore, trust the physician and drink his remedy in silence and tranquility. Silence and tranquility. Silence, yes. Tranquil, yes. Peace, yes. Love, yes. Let's get right into it. I am here. I did not give you a proper introduction last time, so I'm gonna give you a proper mid-introduction because the mid, it's pretty much the video has already started. Um, we are here, episode 89, 100 Simple Life Truth. Smile it to feel it or conceal it. I am your host. You are you. You are love. You are abundant. You are joyful. You are learning. You are listening. You are as perfect as you can be. You're closer to perfect now than you've ever been. You know why? Because you've been taking those steps, one step a day, one step a day, get you closer and closer to your desired reality. And honestly, you're already living in your desired reality, but your desired reality has changed. You're living in your past desired reality, and now since you lived it, you accomplished it. Now you can set out more grandiose goals. That's what I'm doing. I'm living a dream. I'm living the life that I always wanted to live, and in doing so, it builds up my confidence to where now I can set bigger goals because I know I'm going to accomplish them. Got to be big with your goals. You got to be big with your goals and unrelenting towards them. Be big with your goals and completely unrelenting towards your goals because they're your goals. And no one else's. You're not here to please anybody else. You're here to do what you got to do for you the best you can. Don't give up on yourself. And when you achieve what you set out to achieve, no matter what it is, you're gonna sit back and you look like, you know what? I did that. And then your shoulders gonna start moving, you're gonna feel like you're a boss because you are the boss of your own universe, you're the boss of your own life. You manage your own life. You are the leader of your own life, right? You are in control. So with that control, you need to understand that you have a lot of responsibility, and you give yourself that responsibility and you achieve it. So create those goals, get your calendar, get your plan together every single day, 1% better every single day, one step every day. That's all you need. I'm not telling you to. I don't know why my thing just went off like that. I'm not telling you to change the world. You know what I mean? Start with yourself. Change the things within yourself that you feel need to be changed. I mean, take a deep look inside and be like, you know what? I can be better in this aspect. You know what I mean? The world deserves a better version of you, and you deserve a better version of the world, but you have to do your part. You have to do your part. The world deserves a better version of you, and you deserve a better version of the world, but you have to do your part. You can't expect 100% when you're only giving 10. So give 100%. Focus on 90% of what you believe is great, and 10% on the things that you're not too is not too favorable for you, and life will be good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying things aren't gonna happen. You're not gonna have bad days, but when you focus on the good and you focus on the positive, those bad days seem to lessen. They seem to lessen, even though they're still there. You're just less affected by it. Because again, if you want to go percentage, world, life, what you're going through is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So react to it in a positive way. Give it your best. Face all adversity head on. Face all adversity head on, and you know what? Survive all adversity, because at the end of the day, you know, just like I know, that you can do anything you put your mind to. He who says he can and he who says you cannot are both correct. So be your biggest fan, be your best friend, be there for you, be there for you. Create your goals, stay fervent on your goals, be fallible. And I mean, you will make mistakes. I've made mistakes. Your kids gonna make mistakes. Your brothers made mistakes. Your sisters made mistakes. Your mom made mistakes. Your grandmother made mistakes. Your dad made mistakes. Your best friend made mistakes. Everybody's gonna make mistakes. They may not be the same mistakes. Everybody makes different mistakes. But guess what? We all still here. We all are given another chance. Every time we wake up, every time we open our eyes, we're given another chance to go forward. Go forward and be unrelenting towards what you want. You know what I mean? It takes sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice those big parties. You know what I mean? Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop wasting time. You know what I mean? Stop saying they're just watching. I say everybody's watching Love Is Blind and worried about the P Diddy trial and shit like that. Like, bro, that stuff don't really affect your life unless you're in the trial or unless you're trying to get on that show. Some of those things don't affect your life. I'm not saying don't be entertained. Of course, it's entertainment, but some people are putting way too much stock in other people's lives, and their lives is dwindling. They're swindled. They're gone. Um, so put yourself first. Understand that you're only gonna get out of the world what you put into it. Right? The world can't give you more than you give it. The universe won't give you more than you give it. So you need to give it your all, and you get back its all. You know what I mean? Some people get lucky, but it's all about the preparation. Remember, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So you may feel like you got lucky, but in all reality, the time that you're doing right now, the things that you're doing right now, are all preparation for when the opportunity comes, you can succeed, and then you will have everything that you need. But episode 89, let's get into it. Um, yeah, yeah, man, I'm in a good space. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little, I don't want to say sad or depressed, but I was a little under in episode 88, which I filmed literally 2 minutes before this one. I had just woke up. A lot of things was going on in my mind. A lot of things. That episode was very eye opening to me. It's one of the episodes that I needed to for myself. Not necessarily, I learned a lot about myself. Well, not necessarily learned a lot about myself, but I was able to verbalize a lot of things about myself because the universe doesn't know what you're thinking. So sometimes you have to verbalize your thoughts, verbalize your prayers. You know what I mean? You say it out loud. So you speak it into existence. You can think all the positive things you want, but if you're having negative outward thoughts, if you're speaking negativity, that's what the universe is going to give you, right? So you need to speak out loud positivity, right? I'm not saying you'll never have negative thoughts, right? It happens, but you need to limit them and you need to understand them and react to them in real time, right? Sometimes you may be like, damn, I can't do this. In the moment, you might get a task and you say, damn, I can't do this. But then as soon as that comes out, you're like, yes, I can. And change, you gotta change your mindset, change your thought process, and go straight to it. Get straight to it. So that also goes into the earlier episode 88, where I was talking mainly about emotions and not letting your emotions control you so much. My emotions kind of controlled me in that episode because it was something, it was hitting home to me, whereas like I let my emotions take control over a lot of the things that I do on a daily basis. And I could say I was a little like, I guess we could go with the word sad in that episode, or I was just in a realizing mode where I was just getting the information that was set to change the trajectory of whatever the rest of my life will be, right? Because now that I verbalized it, now that I was able to verbalize it, which I'm expecting you guys to do as well, is to verbalize everything. Verbalize your insecurities, verbalize your positive thoughts about yourself, because once you verbalize it, you can sit there and think about it. Verbalize it and put it on paper. Write it down. Start journaling and take stock in the things that are affecting you, and make sure that you address them. Address them accordingly, and always come out of everything on the positive side. Always come out of everything on the positive side. I'm actually gonna get into this episode now. Smile it to feel it or conceal it. Do you ever feel like everyone else has it better than you? They don't. They're just doing the same thing you are, putting their best face forward. Correct. Comparison is a, what was that title? Comparison is a thief of joy. When you compare yourself to other people that you're not 100% sure what it is that they got going on in their lives, you're just going based on what they say or what they post and stuff like that, because we live in a social media era, right? Everything is social media. But when you when you compare yourself to other people, or you look at something and say something is better than you, you're diminishing yourself, right? You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what they had to do to get to where they're going, right? You don't know if they spent their last dollar just to go to that yacht party, or to buy that Lamborghini, and they really broke and they're homeless. Like, you don't know. So don't wish for what other people have. Just go out there and get it the way you know how to go and get it. It's simple. We all have we all have struggles flying here. We all have struggles, stresses, regrets, and anxieties. Some of us share them, some of us don't. It's real life and none of us are immune to it. So I would say share them, right? Find someone that you trust, love, and understand in your life. Even if it's a therapist, right? Some people just need therapy. I've been in therapy, I've done it. Um, but I say that to say, even if you just write down your struggles, stress, regrets, and anxieties, write them down. Keep a pad with you. Everyone always has their phone with them. I like physical writing. I like to write on a pen. But if you have a notes in your phone, right? Everyone has notes or a journal in their phone. Write it down. You know what I mean? In the moment, like literally take 2 minutes away from every situation. Write down how you feel in the moment. Understand it and go forward. And at the end of the night, you go back and you read all your feelings for the day. And you be like, all right, were majority of these positive or majority of these negative? And then that's how you can start to sway, you know what to do to start to sway yourself back into the right direction, or to stay in the right path, on the right path. But assuming no one else is going through the same thing, we can amplify the problems we incur. Correct. So if you're sitting there having your problems, right, whatever your problem is, and you're looking at everybody else living a great life, assuming that they're not going through their problems, you're making it worse on you, because a lot of people are good at hiding it or faking their smile, or having a band-aid is coming off. I destroyed my hand at work. Having displaying false narratives about themselves, like saying they're rich or saying they got it, they're having fun when they're really not. So a lot of people are faking their smile. What we see in other people is a highlight of their real life. We then make ourselves more miserable by comparing that to our behind the scenes. Yeah, the grind that it takes behind the scenes, like you guys see me, right, doing this, and it's like, all right, he uploaded a video. You know what I mean? I'm in the same room, I'm doing the same thing, but the things that go on behind the scenes, you guys will never know. The waking up early, the going to work early, the getting off and thinking of new ideas, writing down new ideas, trying to get things in motion, trying to expand what I have. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's um it's the behind the scenes. So I can't compare my backdoor struggles to people's front door glory, right? I don't know if backdoor and front door were the right analogy, but um my grind behind the scenes, I'm gonna use what he used, my grind behind the scenes, because I know behind every post is probably 1,000 deleted photos for people, for most women, really. But the grind to get to these photo places where people are taking photos, or the flight that it took to get to, Paris to take pictures of the Eiffel Tower, there's a grind. There's a grind behind that, right? Some people missed their flight and had to you know what I mean? A lot of things going behind the scenes just to get that one perfect picture. So don't compare that perfect picture and not understand the struggles behind it, right? And you don't need to understand everyone else's struggle, but understand that they have struggle, right? They have been through things, right? Just like you go through things. But at the end of the day, as long as you achieve your goal, you're perfect. Or the situation is perfect, right? The main thing that I'm basically saying is that don't compare yourself to other people in any aspect. Their frontward glory, their back glory. Back glory is crazy. Their front glory, or their front highlights, the highlights, or their the behind the scenes work that they put in, because you never know. You never know. You don't ever know what type of sacrifices they have. You don't know what motivates people. You know what I mean? Some people had to have a major death in their family to be like, you know what, I need to start grinding. I need to do this, do that. I mean, some people had a very rough breakup and had to go through something. I mean, some people got into a car accident. When they got to the hospital, it was like, you know what, now I need to start living my life. You don't know what people's motivation is, what people's motivation is. So yeah, you can take the things that they have and use that as your motivation, but don't take their life as a whole as a goal for you. You know what I mean? You need to go on your own path and get the things that you want. Whether it be like, all right, I see this guy in a nice house, I want a nice house. Don't say I want his life. Say I want a nice house. I want to go and get it. And then you figure it out. You figure out your path. You figure out the best way for you to go and do what you set out to do. The key word is comparing. Realize much of the frustration we have in our present moment happen because we judge ourselves in comparison to others. Being mindful of that can save us from some of that heartache. Yes, comparison, comparison, comparison. Um, I could go into some more deep things about that, but overall, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. Um, everyone is here for a reason, right? Everyone has their purpose, everyone has their idea. And if you think that someone else's purpose is better than yours, or someone else's purpose is worth more than yours, you're killing yourself. Living your own truth in your own life. Don't compare yourself to what everyone else has going on, or compare yourself to everyone else's value. Like, value is inherent, value is subjective, right? So be you, and be 100% you. Be happy being you. Be happy with the outcomes that you're getting in life. As long as you're putting your best foot forward, you should be getting the best out of life. And of course, it doesn't always happen that way, right? We get challenged, we get obstacles thrown our way, but if we face them head on and we stay who we are, stay 100% within our beliefs, don't deviate from what it is that we want, don't deviate from our morals, and literally just stay who we are, the best version of ourselves, we get nothing but the best version of the universe. You get nothing but the best version of the universe. You have to show up first, and don't take it as, oh, the universe is giving me my best, so I'm not going to give the universe back my best. No. Love is a gift. What was it? Love is a gift, not a damn, I forgot what it was called. I gotta go back. Love is a gift, not a damn, I completely forgot. But basically what he's saying is like, you have to do what you gotta do. You gotta be able to be yourself 100%, give yourself, give the world 100%, and don't deviate from that. Don't deviate from being the best version of yourself. Don't deviate from being the best version of yourself. I'm gonna continue reading. The key word is some. I do endorse the practice of throwing on a smile. There are therapeutic benefits to just forcing your facial muscles to do it, but you'll be better off remembering reasons to smile than simply faking it. 100%. 100%. We all have reasons to smile, even in the worst, during the worst situations, we have reasons to smile. You know what I mean? Know your worth. Know that you're here for a reason. Just being alive, being able to experience the things that you're experiencing is a reason to smile. Is a reason to smile, right? You don't always have to fake it. It's not you don't need to have self-pity on yourself or feel like you're not where you need to be, right? You don't need to sabotage yourself. I found it. It's episode 63. Love is a gift, not alone. Love is a gift, not alone. So give the world 100% of what you have, whether the universe is giving you back 100% of what it has to offer as well. Because eventually, time. Everyone has a time, and as you keep working, keep doing what you're doing, you're getting closer and closer and closer. And it may take you longer than it takes the next person, right? It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That's even more reason for you to savor your accomplishments when you achieve them. It's even more reason for you to savor your accomplishments when you achieve them. Episode 89. This is episode 89. I'm satisfied with this episode. I agree with everything he's saying. A lot of people are concealing the things that they went through to get to where they are, and that's perfectly fine, right? You don't need as long as you open and honest with yourself, you don't need to be open and honest with the world. You don't need to tell the world, oh, you went through this, you went through that, you went through this, you went through that. It's benefits in telling your story because you help other people. But at the end of the day, you don't need to. You know what you've been through. You know your struggles, and you know how to get out of them. You know why? Because you've gotten out of them. And now you can continue on with life, keep growing, keep learning, keep smiling. Even in your worst days, there's a reason for you to smile. You're breathing, you're alive, you have eyesight, you can hear, you know what I mean? Majority of us, and those who don't have those things, they have other things that help them balance out, you know what I mean? They have hearing aids, you have, things that can enhance the things that you are deficient in. So, with that being said, this is the end of episode 89. I want y'all every day as you're going through life, right? Just write down a few things, a few reasons as why you have to smile. Even in your bad moments, more in your bad moments than in your good moments. I need you to take a step back and think of reasons you have to smile. And it shouldn't be hard. It can be the same ones every day. I'm alive. I'm smiling. I got somebody I can make a call to right now and they're gonna pick up. People care about you. They may not show it in the way that you want them to show it, but there's people in this world that care about you. You know what I mean? And there's people in the world that you care about. So take the time out today as you're listening to this to text the people, call the people that you care about and tell them, listen, you have reason to smile. Just tell them straight up, listen, you have a reason to smile. You're alive. Motivate other people. And as you talking to them, you're gonna motivate yourself. And once you get off those phone calls, you're gonna be like, you know, it's time for me to go and get it. And even if you already got it, you just more to go and get. I want rich friends. I want rich friends, and that's not has nothing to do with money. Emotional intelligence, people that's gonna call me and tell me, listen, man, you got a reason to smile. And I call them too and be like, this, you got a reason to smile. And I can feel it in you. I can feel the sadness in your voice. I can hear it. When you know your friends, like my friends know me, they call me and I pick up and they like, you know what? I called you for another reason, but I can hear it in your voice that you're not all the way there right now. So what's going on? And I'll be like, damn, you know me. And they'd be like, yeah, so what's going on? And we'll have the conversation and you'd be like, yo, you know what? Forget about that, bro. You have a reason to smile. And I do the same thing for my friends. When I call them and I hear the difference in their voice. I hear it. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And you get that intuition, man. But other than that, I think that's the end of this episode. Episode 89, 100 Simple Life Truths. Episode 100 coming out October 31st. That's a guarantee. 100% is coming out unless something drastic happens before that, which it won't. Episode 100, October 31st. And then I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm going to release after that. Still probably going to be doing the sidebars on Monday. So tune in for that. I might start actually scheduling out my content. I might do one video every Friday and the sidebars on Mondays. That's what I'm thinking right now, but it may change. I still got obviously less than a month. I got into the 31st to figure out how I'm gonna start releasing this other content that I don't have yet that I'm gonna work on soon. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I love y'all. Y'all my reason to smile. Y'all my reason to smile. I hope I'm your reason to smile. I hope you learned something from this today. And go forward in greatness.